And this isn't about English nationalism, okay? Let's chuck that out the window a minute because it's not about that. Now, when it comes to the Welsh language, as you know, I've been absolutely dragged through the mud just because I believe that people should decide if they want to speak the Welsh language or not, and it should not be forced upon everybody. Now, let me make it clear, I love the Welsh language. It's absolutely beautiful. Is it the best language in the world? Absolutely. However, if you want to speak it, speak it. If you don't. And that's just where I'm coming from. I'm a learner. I want to be able to speak Welsh. I know that there's very few places in the world that speak Welsh, but that's not the reason to not learn Welsh. I think it's a cultural thing. I think it's important to preserve our culture, and that's why I'm learning Welsh. But Nigel Farage has come out talking about the Welsh language, so watch this clip.
You don't believe in the target for 1 million Welsh speakers by 2050. Does that still stand? And you mentioned in the manifesto that you want to end the Quango carousel. What does that mean for the future of the Welsh Language Commissioner?
I don't see that it needs targets or quangos. If it's happening because people want it to happen.
Look, there's plenty of examples of arbitrary targets where they don't work, and in a decade or two time they get reversed. Look at the 50% target with regards to university admissions. It was completely wrong, ill thought out, and other things fell aside because of it. And if you have a target in the public sector, it becomes a cottage industry of people working to hit that target.
I think they're absolutely right. I think Nigel and Dan are absolutely right. And this isn't about English nationalism, okay? Let's chuck that out the window a minute because it's not about that. I think what they're acknowledging is that a lot of Wales, okay, probably the majority, to be fair at this point, don't speak Welsh. And we cannot put targets in place for those people to speak Welsh. It's almost like forcing them. Now, I know I've had a lot of messages come through about this, about people not getting jobs because they don't speak Welsh. We can't be having that in Wales. That is not who we are and how we do things. It needs to be open to everybody, and we cannot be biased because people do not speak Welsh. Now, as I said before, Welsh is beautiful and we need to maintain it. But I think putting targets in place, I mean, we've had targets for the last 20 years and we're worse off now than we were 20 years ago. So I don't think it works. There needs to be another way. And I think by installing and reminding people of the love of the culture of Wales, we have more chance of people wanting to learn off their own backs rather than forcing targets on people and especially on children. So yeah, let's just not do that. So well done, Nigel and Dan. I like what you're saying there. So don't look to left, don't look to right, look up Wales.